Hi! So today we're going to cover exponents and the order of operations. Before we get into these specific examples, I'd like to go into the order of operations a little bit. I'm sure many of you have heard of the acronym Pemdas. Maybe I'll type it out. Pemdas. And the P is parentheses, which is, whoa, it's a huge font. Hold on. Just give me 1 second. Whoops. P for parentheses, E, M, D, A, S. So the P, like I've said, like 14 times, is parentheses. But for the acronym, it's going to stand for please. Parentheses also works like with grouping. It's not just parentheses in general. There's like implied grouping sometimes, and it basically is saying whenever something is a group. E would stand for exponents, which is excuse in the acronym. The M stands for multiplication, which can stand for my. The D stands for division, which can be dear in the acronym. And the A is addition, which stands for and. And then the S would be subtraction, which would be Sally, which leaves us with, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Sorry, I've got birds. So when we're doing, one thing to note when we're thinking about the order of operations is that when it comes down to multiplication and division and addition and subtraction, these two don't have any preference over each other. It's just which, if you have something like 3 times 4 divided by 2, they're all like on equal footing. You just want to read it from left to right. Same for addition and subtraction. And then, yeah, like I've said, the parentheses really is about grouping. Yeah. So to get into some of the examples, we're also talking about exponents. Actually, let me talk about those real quick as well. So with exponents, we have a base, and then we have an exponent. And what this represents is, say we had an example like 3 to the power of 2. What this really means is 3 times 3. The base is what you're going to be multiplying by itself, and the exponent is how many times you are multiplying it. So if you had something like 5 to the 5, it would be 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 times 5, and basically like that. In this example, it's going to be 3 times 3 because it's 3 squared, which is going to give us 9. This one is an example of order of operations. So we see this first. -4 divided by 2 is going to equal -2. And then times 1 is going to give you -2 still, because anything times 1 is itself. And then we have 5 minus 2, which is going to give us 3. So our answer is going to be 3 in this case. This one, we have a question that is asking us for the base, to identify the base and the exponent. So we know that our base is going to be 5 because it's on the bottom. You can kind of think of like base of like a lamp or something where it's going to be at the bottom. And then the exponent is going to be 1. This is another order of operations question. We have our grouping here, our parentheses. Brackets are basically the same thing. We have multiplication, we have addition, and we have an exponent. But the exponent is on the outside. So we can do 3 times 2, which is going to get you 6. And then 2 plus 6 plus 2 is going to get you 10. And then 10 squared is equal to 100 because it's 10 times 10. We have another order of operations problem that we can look at. we have our parentheses inside a parentheses. When there's a parentheses inside a parentheses, you work on the inner one first. We have multiplication and we have subtraction. So we're going to do the multiplication first. We have 18 minus 3, which is going to give you 15. 6 plus 15 is equal to 21. 8 minus 21 divided by 3. We have a division first. We want to do 21 divided by 3 first. Negative 21 divided by 3 in this case. So 21 divided by 3 is 7. 1 minute. 8 minus 7. And then 8 minus 7 is equal to 1. And that is going to be our answer for that. If you have any questions, please just let me know. And have a good day.